What's up guys, Ryan here from Mud Gunner, and today we are going to be comparing these two suppressors. Joke's on you, they're the exact same. No, not really, but they do look like it. So if you notice, these are the exact same size suppressors, but what's different is this is a Surefire Socom 556 RC2, and this is the Socom 762 Mini. So they're the exact same size, but they are different size holes. So this is a 30 cal suppressor, and this is only a 556. So I only have 556 guns out here to test it on, but what I'm curious is this gonna be similar enough and quiet enough to kind of match how the RC2 runs, and is it gonna be low back pressure? Because I run this on a SCAR 16 and SBR, and it's a little bit higher back pressure. The SCARs are known for being high back pressure when you suppress them, and I don't have the adjustable piston made by Mototech. That's supposed to really help it out. I just don't have that yet. But what I'm curious is this gonna make it soft shooting while still being somewhat quiet? Because honestly, 556 isn't super quiet, but I just wanted to compare the two today, and we have a couple different rifles and barrel lengths to test them on, so yeah, let's get into it. Before we get into it, we are going to be running PMC X-Tac 556. This is really good 556 ammo, and this was actually sponsored by Arizona Firearms. That is the store I work at, and if you're looking to support the channel, go check them out. That is where I get most of my guns from, and we sell new guns, used guns. If you're looking for new guns, check out the websites. I'll link those down below, and if you're looking for really cool used guns, check out the gun broker pages. That is where all our pre-owned, pretty crazy stuff gets listed, and yeah, I've gotten a lot of great deals from the shop, and you can too. So they were kind enough to sponsor this video. So if you want to help me keep getting ammo for the channel so I can record cool videos for you, go check them out. So the first two guns we're going to be testing these Surefire cans on are a couple Mark 18s. So they're both 10-inch barrels. This one has a 4-prong, and this is getting the 762 RC2. And this one has the Surefire 3-prong, and it's getting the 556 one. So should be a pretty fair test as far as Mark 18s go, but these are both 10-inch barrels. All right guys, so I have my dad here. He's helping out with the video, and he has the Surefire RC2 556 on that Mark 18. I have the Surefire RC2 762 on this one. So very curious to try this out. I've never shot the 762 Mini. So yeah, let's just get into it. We have people shooting around us, so I'm gonna try to do this during the lulls, but let's do this. And we're just gonna shoot at dirt. I have this earplug like halfway out so we can kind of compare. We'll wait a quick second. All right, so I'm gonna let him shoot first. We're just aiming at dirt. Go ahead. Further down. I'll go next. See both of us. All right, now we can shoot steel. It's really not bad. So I do think this has a little bit more muzzle pop, but it's very similar. And RC2s are not necessarily known for being the most quiet suppressor, but they are one of the most durable, and they're a proven design. I mean, I think Socom's been using them for like 20 years. I don't know how many rounds you have left in yours, but I know this has a lot of rounds left in it. Let's see. Yeah, let's swap for this last bit. No, swap guns. I'm just curious if the RC2 556 feels a little bit different. Honestly, I can't tell that I'm shooting a 762 can on here. It feels about the same, so.
It sounds different.
Does it sound louder on the 762 can? Yeah, then that sounds about right, but honestly, with this like halfway out, I mean, it's more than halfway out, it's pretty bearable.
Yep.
All right, so same thing, you can shoot the steel if you want.
All right.
All right, ready?
Ready? Yep.
Go ahead. Yeah, that one definitely sounds louder, but it's not bad. And you have a little bit more options with that. So if you're okay with it being a little bit louder of a suppressor, you can at least run it on 308, 300 blackout. Again, I'm just running it on 556 today. I don't have any other calibers to run it on, but that's not bad. And I think if we go with the longer barrel lengths, it should be maybe a little bit quieter. So I also have some 16-inch barrels to run it on, and just another 10-inch barrel. I want to compare it on the SCAR. But I don't want to get it too hot because you got to be able to take it off to put it on the other guns. So next up, we're going to run it on 16-inch barrel guns and see how they perform. But so far, I like that. That's pretty nice. So these are the two 16-inch guns that we're going to put these suppressors on. We have a 16-inch LMT Defender 2000 with a war comp, and then we have a 16-inch Knights Armament upper on an LMT lower. So this one's got the 3-prong flash hider. This one's got a closed tine war comp. I will say the war comps are nice. The only issue with these is these send gas upwards, and over time that'll get the can stuck on your muzzle device a lot quicker. So muzzle devices I like are the flash hiders, or if you had a closed tine flash hider, that'd be good too. Because with the open tine, and open tine just means there's no ring on the front, it's just open. When you shoot it, this one's not as bad. So they make a tinging noise. That one's not bad on a 16-inch gun, but if you notice on a Mark 18, you're gonna hear a lot more noticeable ting. So it just makes this like tuning fork noise. The 3-prong is not as bad as the 4-prong. Here's the 4-prong. So I don't know if you can hear that. It's like a tuning fork. So when you run a closed flash hider, a closed tine is what they call it, this makes no noise. It's basically nothing. So yeah, I would recommend either the closed tine flash hiders or just the standard flash hiders. The 4-prong is very clone correct on a lot of builds, but I like the 3-prong. And then as far as attaching these goes, so this one's gonna get the Surefire 7.62. You just gotta make sure the collar is open, which it ratchets in place. So make sure that's open. As long as you have this timed properly, your words are always gonna be facing up. So it locks in place, so you can see if I spin it, it's gonna fall into place. Right there, falls into place. Just hold it down and tighten it. And that's it. So, and the best time to take it off is while you're still shooting. Like once it's cooled down just enough, you'd have to press this and twist it off. Because if you let it cool down, that carbon kind of creates a seal. So even though it's a quick detach suppressor, it can still get sealed to the gun because of the carbon cooling down. So your best time to take it off is right after. Like this is just warm when I took it off those Mark 18s. But so 7.62s on this one, and then the 5.56 can is gonna go on here. But I bet these will sound pretty good. I've shot this one suppressed with the 5.56, but again, this is my first time taking the 7.62 can out. So, and we got people shooting all around us. So I'm trying to do this during the in-between times for you guys. But yeah, after these two guns, we're gonna shoot it on the Scar 16, which is a 10-inch barrel. All right, guys, so we have the two 16-inch guns. Again, this has the Surefire 7.62 Mini. That one has the 5.56. All right, ready?
Yep.
So, go ahead. I'm gonna shoot dirt again. That's not bad. Let's shoot steel. All right, let's swap. That's really not bad. This is halfway out. So again, this is the 7.62 can. It sounds very similar. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys that might be looking to buy one of these suppressors, because I know it can be a little intimidating at times, especially when they're so expensive. Like Surefire cans are over $1,000. You gotta buy the muzzle devices for them. But honestly, I'm not disappointed with that. And then you at least have a little bit more options. I'd say if you're just running it on 5.56 guns, maybe the 5.56 can would be decent, or like a little bit quieter. The shorter the barrel, the louder it's gonna get. So on these 16-inch guns, it's pretty soft. All right, let's go. I also gotta make sure the audio can't pick up what the music playing over there, because I don't wanna get copyrighted, so.
All
All right, go ahead. All right, that's it. I would say this one feels a little bit softer shooting. Again, I'm trying to hide this music so they can't hear. This one feels a little bit softer shooting, but aside from that, they're very similar. All right, guys, it is the final gun to shoot today, and we're gonna start with the RC2 5.56. So this is a Scar 16 SBR, and chambered in 5.56, it's a 10-inch barrel. And with this can on there, it shoots pretty quiet, but it does have a little bit more back pressure. So I'm gonna see how well this compares to the, or I'm gonna see how well the 7.62 compares to this. So we're gonna shoot 5 rounds each, and then I'll just kind of layer the video because I only have one Scar 16 SBR for now. So put this on here, lock it in place, tighten it up. So got 5 rounds to shoot. Just gonna shoot at dirt. I got this ear halfway out. All right. So yeah, It's got a sharp recoil impulse. Now it's still soft shooting. It's not bad, but I can feel how fast that bolt is moving back. And I'm curious how this 7.62 is gonna do. So let's see how hot 5 rounds got that. Yeah, it's gonna need to cool down for just a couple minutes. I keep the bolt lock back, and then if I do muzzle pointed up, it's gonna cool it down faster. So the way you cool this down is like that. The air is gonna help the heat travel up because heat travels up. So this is a fast way to cool down your guns. Just don't put this on a table because I have burned my table and other things with that. So I'll show you guys how we do it. You just get a $10 no problema chair from Walmart, have it pointed up with the bolt lock back, and it'll cool it down relatively fast. Even the fly landed on it. It's like, nope, that's too hot.
No problem.
All right, so I'm ready. I got the can off. It didn't take very long. Downside with having my light far forward, one, you want it far forward because it gets past the suppressor, because if you have it further back, it's gonna cast a giant shadow when you are lighting it up at night. Downside is with that collar right there, taking it off is actually a pain because you have to press it while it's right there, and it just puts the collar in a weird spot. See right there? But I want the light as far forward as I can so it gets past that as best it can, but it's just in a weird spot. Same thing with the sight. So I have to lift up the sight to take the can off. So downside with these, because it's in an awkward spot. But aside from that, it works really good. All right, so this is the 7.62 Mini, and this is the last mag we're gonna shoot today. It's 5 rounds, and see how well this sounds and how well it shoots. I'm gonna really have to pay attention to that video side by side. It wasn't that noticeably different, and the sound wasn't that noticeably different. So with this, hopefully you guys can hear, with this being a 7.62 can, that's not bad. It really isn't bad at all on this 10-inch scar. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know a few of you commented on my last video when I got this and were curious how this is gonna work, and I was curious myself, but I think it's a pretty good suppressor, and I mean, I would hope so for how expensive they are, but I'm enjoying that on here, and it's gonna take a lot more testing. Like, that was only 5 rounds on here, but Surefire cans are meant to take a beating, so you can bet your ass I'm gonna be shooting this a lot on various guns. So again, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for my next video.